Welcome to the Luminescent Gardens of Nyx, a soothing and enchanting sleep story designed to guide you towards a peaceful and restorative slumber. If you enjoy this content and would like to see more like it, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Before we begin our journey into the magical gardens, we will start with a gentle breathing guidance to help you relax and prepare for the journey ahead. If you would prefer to skip directly to the story, you can find the timestamps for each chapter in the description below. Take a moment now to settle into a comfortable position. Let your body sink into your bed, feeling fully supported and at ease. Make any small adjustments you need to create the coziest space possible for yourself. Perhaps tucking the blanket just so, or moving your pillow to the most restful position. This is your time to let go of the day and invite calm and quiet into your evening. Allow the soft, gentle magic of the luminescent gardens to wash over you, guiding you toward a state of deep relaxation. Imagine the soft glow of the moon petal path, the gentle murmur of the stream, and the sweet fragrance of the luminescent blooms. Let's now take a soothing breath together. Slowly inhale through your nose, allowing the air to flow naturally and easily, as if you were breathing in the sweet air of the gardens. Feel your chest and belly expand with each gentle inhale. Then exhale softly through your mouth, like a quiet sigh of relief, feeling the tension gently release from your body. With each breath, imagine the gentle light of the garden entering your body, soothing and calming each cell. Feel the gentle rhythm of the garden, the slow and deliberate beat of its ancient heart. If your mind begins to wander, that's perfectly okay. Simply let your thoughts drift by like clouds in a peaceful sky, without judgment or effort. Gently return your focus to your breath, or to the sound of my voice, whichever feels most comfortable for you. There's nothing you need to do now except listen, and allow the story of Callum's journey through the luminescent gardens of Nyx to carry you into a peaceful and restorative sleep. Feel the soft moss beneath you, the gentle breeze on your skin, and the quiet magic of the twilight. Allow all worries and anxieties to softly release into the stillness. Now, let our journey begin. Chapter 1. The Whispering Gate. The late afternoon sun, a pale orange orb sinking below the horizon, cast long gentle shadows across the fields as Callum continued his journey. His feet, weary from days of travel, felt heavy with each step. He'd walked for what felt like an eternity, the weight of his worries pressing down on him like a heavy cloak. But as the sky began to deepen into twilight hues of lavender and soft grey, something shifted. A gentle, almost imperceptible pull tugged at his attention, leading his gaze towards a towering hedge. It was unlike any he had seen before, old and gnarled, with vines twisting like sleeping serpents and leaves that seemed to glow with a faint inner light. As he drew closer, he noticed that the leaves were shimmering in a way that was almost imperceptibly magical, and between the branches he could see that a soft, silvery light was emanating, beckoning him closer. The air grew still and sweet, filled with the faint scent of earth and something akin to lavender, a fragrance that seemed to whisper promises of rest and peace. It was as if the hedge itself was humming a gentle a soft murmur that resonated deep within his soul. He had not intended to stray from the main road, but an impulse, both curious and strangely comforting, drew him towards the ancient barrier. Hesitantly, Callum reached out a hand, his fingers brushing against the cool, smooth surface of a vine. As his skin made contact, the vines parted effortlessly, revealing an opening, an invitation to step through into an unknown, yet strangely familiar, space. It felt as if he was stepping through a curtain made of moonlight, into a realm bathed in the soft, eternal twilight of a hidden world. The change was so gradual, so gentle, it was like sinking deeper into the most comfortable featherbed. He stepped forward, his weariness momentarily forgotten. Gone was the harsh light of the setting sun, replaced by the calming glow of 1,000 tiny lights that seemed to dance amongst the trees. He found himself on a path, paved with what looked like petals, each one glowing with a soft lunar luminescence. They crunched softly beneath his feet, a gentle, rhythmic sound that seemed to echo the slow, deliberate beat of his own heart. He took a deep breath, and as he did so, a soft, sweet scent filled his lungs. It was the essence of the gentle twilight and the quiet magic of the place. He noted that the air felt cool, yet not cold, and as he glanced about him, he noticed that everything around him seemed to be swaying gently, almost as though it was breathing. To his right, a gentle stream meandered, its surface like a mirror, reflecting the soft light of the sky above. He found himself drawn towards the gentle sound of its movement, a rhythmic, lilting melody that seemed to invite him to let go of the worries that had been weighing so heavily on him. The sound was so soothing, so tranquil. He felt his shoulders start to relax, as though they were no longer holding the weight of the world. He paused for a moment, taking in his surroundings, noticing the soft, gentle light, the way the air seemed to hum, the rhythmic movement of the stream. It felt as though the garden itself was alive, breathing, a place of quiet sanctuary, away from the bustle of the world. He felt his body begin to relax, his mind growing quieter with each breath he took. The worries that had been clinging to him so tightly seemed to loosen, carried away by the gentle breeze and the soft humming of the place. This was something different. He was sure of it. As he started to walk down the path, the soft glow of the moon petal path gently illuminated his way. He couldn't help but notice that the air was filled with a gentle, rhythmic sound, a symphony of whispers. They seemed to call to him from the trees, the flowers, and the gentle streams, weaving a tapestry of comforting sounds that calmed his troubled mind. It was a gentle lullaby, a promise of peaceful rest and a quiet journey inward. He smiled, something he had not done in some time. A feeling of deep comfort washed over him, a sense that he was being welcomed, and it had finally become clear to him that he was no longer just a traveller, but a visitor in a space where the time seemed to slow and worries seemed to dissolve. And so Callum continued his walk, each step taken with a new, quiet ease, as he started his journey through the Luminescent Gardens of Nyx. Chapter 2. The Moon Petal Path. Callum continued along the moon petal path, his steps now lighter, his breath more even. The soft luminescent petals seemed to guide his way, their gentle glow casting a warm and welcoming light through the twilight garden. As he walked, the gentle whispers grew clearer, and he began to discern soft, lilting melodies woven into the rustling of leaves and the murmur of the stream. It was as though the garden itself was singing him a lullaby, a gentle, comforting tune that echoed deep within his heart. He noticed the smooth, soft texture of each petal as he passed, marvelling at the detail and care that the garden seemed to express through even the smallest of things. He rounded a gentle bend in the path, and there, bathed in the softest light, he saw a small wisp of light hovering above a patch of luminous flowers. It shimmered with a gentle, radiant glow, like a tiny star fallen from the sky. As he drew closer, the wisp of light seemed to notice him, and its light pulsed with a soft, welcoming rhythm. The air around it grew even sweeter, infused with the gentle scent of blooming moonflowers and the subtle hint of cool water. It was a scent that spoke of rest and renewal, of peaceful days and tranquil nights. "Welcome, traveller," a voice echoed in his mind, as soft and gentle as the whisper of a summer breeze. "I am Anya. I have been waiting for you." The voice resonated not through sound waves, but as a warm, comforting feeling that flowed directly into his heart. He paused, noticing the way the light seemed to move, a gentle, rhythmic pulse that mimicked the rhythm of his own breathing, and he felt a sense of calm wash over him. "I am Callum," he replied, his voice sounding softer and calmer than it had been just moments before. He had wondered how he would be able to communicate with a wisp of light, yet it seemed to make perfect sense here. "This place, it's beautiful." Anya, the wisp of light, pulsed gently as if smiling, and replied, "This is the Luminescent Gardens of Nyx, a sanctuary for those who seek rest and healing. It is a place where the worries of the world fade away, and the heart finds peace." She then started to move slowly, inviting him to follow. He accepted and began to walk alongside her, her light guiding him along the moon petal path. He noted that as they walked, the flowers on either side of them would gently sway, as though nodding hello. As they walked, Anya shared stories of the garden, her voice echoing gently in his mind, telling of the ancient magic that flowed through every leaf and every drop of water. She spoke of Nyx, the goddess of night, whose gentle embrace ensured that the garden remained in a state of perpetual twilight, a space where the rhythms of nature moved in harmony with the rhythms of the soul. The stories were not full of dramatic tension, but filled with gentle wonder and a profound sense of peace. It was as if she was reading stories from an ancient, sacred book, meant only for those ready to rest. He noticed that with every step, he felt his body relax more deeply. His shoulders no longer held tight with tension. As he observed his surrounding, he focused on the way the soft petals crunched beneath his feet. A gentle, rhythmic sound that echoed the slow, deliberate beat of his own heart. He breathed in deeply, filling his lungs with the sweet, calming air of the garden. And with every exhale, he felt a bit more of his anxiety drift away. Anya was guiding him along a path of peace, one step at a time. "Feel the soft earth beneath your feet," Anya's voice gently chimed in his mind. "The gentle breeze on your skin. Notice the rhythm of your breath." Her words resonated like a soft chime, gently calling his attention to his surroundings and his body. He began to consciously feel the soft earth under his feet, the breeze on his skin and the soft, rhythmic movement of his breath. And as he did, he felt a new sense of awareness bloom within him, a peaceful feeling of connection with the world around him. And in that moment, he knew that he had truly arrived at a place of rest, at a place of quiet knowing. Chapter 3. The Serene Sanctuary of Whispering Blooms. Anya led Callum further into the gardens, the moon petal path gradually winding its way toward a clearing, bathed in a soft, ethereal glow. The trees here grew tall and elegant, their branches adorned with leaves that shimmered like spun silver. The air was filled with the gentle hum of countless blossoms, each emitting a soft, calming fragrance that seemed to caress the senses. As they approached the centre of the clearing, Callum noticed a bed of soft moss nestled beneath a canopy of luminous flowers. It looked like a haven of peace, a place designed specifically for rest. "This is the Sanctuary of Whispering Blooms," Anya explained, her voice echoing gently in his mind. "Here, the flowers share their secrets of peace and rest. Lay down and allow their gentle magic to embrace you." Her light pulsed softly, inviting him to settle into the peaceful space. He took a deep breath, his lungs filling with the sweet, calming scents of the flowers, and with a quiet sigh, he settled onto the moss. It was as soft as a feather bed, gently moulding to his body and inviting him to let go of all tension. As he lay there, the soft humming of the flowers grew clearer, and he began to feel a deep sense of calm wash over him. The petals of the luminous blooms gently opened and closed in a rhythmic pulse, as though they were breathing, their subtle movements echoing the rhythm of his own breath. The soft, glowing light they emitted bathed him in a warm and comforting embrace, making him feel safe and secure. He focused on the soft, gentle light, letting it fill his senses and melt away any lingering worries. He closed his eyes, allowing his mind to drift with the soft humming of the blooms. He could hear the gentle trickling of a nearby stream, its water dancing over smooth stones, creating a soothing melody. He focused on the feeling of his body sinking deeper into the soft moss, each muscle relaxing more and more. He felt a sense of weightlessness, as if he was floating on a cloud, held in place by the gentle embrace of the garden. The garden is a place for learning about the rhythms of rest, Anya's voice gently chimed in his mind, and the stillness that comes before sleep. Like the breath of the flowers, let your worries gently rise and fall, carried away with each exhale. Her words were a soft, gentle invitation to simply be, without judgment or expectation. He breathed in, filling his lungs, and as he exhaled, he let go of the last vestiges of worry, allowing himself to sink even further into a place of deep peace. He turned his attention to his breath, noticing the gentle rise and fall of his chest, and the soft movement of the air through his nostrils. He allowed himself to simply observe his breath without trying to change it, letting the rhythm of his breath guide him deeper into a place of stillness. He felt his heart rate slow, his muscles soften, his mind grow quiet. It was as if he was slowly merging with the essence of the garden, becoming part of its calm and peaceful energy. Anya's light pulsed rhythmically, guiding him to a deeper state of relaxation. Now let your focus rest on your body, to gently soften. Move through your body, one part at a time, and let each part completely release into the gentle earth below. He followed Anya's soft guidance, imagining each muscle in his body relaxing, feeling as if it was melting away. From the tips of his toes to the crown of his head, he slowly, gently let go, and with each exhale, he fell deeper and deeper into the embrace of the garden. As he lay there, surrounded by the soft light and calming scents of the sanctuary of whispering blooms, he felt a deep sense of peace settle over him. He was no longer a traveller weary from the road, but a part of this serene and magical place, at home in the gentle embrace of Nyx. He knew in that moment that it was possible to carry this stillness and gentle awareness with him always, and he drifted further into a peaceful awareness of all that is. Chapter 4. The Reflecting Pool of Dreams. Callum, feeling deeply relaxed and at peace, opened his eyes to find Anya's light gently guiding him towards another part of the garden. He rose from the soft moss, feeling refreshed and renewed, as if he had slept for many hours. He followed Anya along a winding path, his footsteps now light and effortless. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blossoms and the soft rhythmic sound of flowing water. He noticed that as they walked, the trees around them seemed to sway in a gentle dance, their leaves whispering soft melodies of peace. The path opened up to reveal a tranquil pool, its surface shimmering with a kaleidoscope of soft, luminous colours that swirled like the dance of the moon and stars. The water was crystal clear, reflecting the gentle light of the twilight sky and the luminous flowers that surrounded it. The pool seemed to hum with a gentle energy, inviting him to gaze into its depths. As he drew closer, the sound of the garden softened, and the rhythmic lapping of water against the shore grew clearer, its gentle cadence like a lullaby. This is the reflecting pool of dreams. Anya's voice echoed softly in his mind, drawing his attention to the shimmering surface. Gaze into its waters and let the gentle images reflect your inner thoughts and feelings. See the beauty within yourself and let go of any worries that may linger. Her light pulsed gently, guiding him to a comfortable spot on the soft moss beside the pool. He settled down, feeling the soft earth beneath him, and turned his gaze towards the water. As he looked into the pool, the swirling colours began to form gentle images, soft and dreamlike. He saw rolling hills covered in a blanket of wildflowers, gentle streams winding their way through lush valleys, and peaceful sunsets painting the sky with soft hues of pink and gold. Each image seemed to evoke a sense of deep peace and tranquility, as if he was gazing into the very heart of his soul. He noticed that the images would shift and morph, creating a gentle flow of calming visuals, like watching a beautiful, abstract painting come to life. He realised that the images he was seeing were not just reflections of the world, but reflections of his own inner state, his own thoughts and feelings. He saw images of his worries and anxieties, but they were presented as gentle, fleeting moments, like clouds drifting across the sky. And he also saw images of his strength, his resilience, and his deepest yearnings for peace. It was as though the pool was holding up a mirror, inviting him to see himself wash away any lingering tension. It was a soothing melody that resonated within him, calming his mind and soothing his heart. He felt as though he was floating on a gentle current, his worries and anxieties carried away with the ebb and flow of the water. He realised that dreams are an invitation to explore the depths of his inner knowing, and that they are sacred in the magic of the quiet hours. As you gaze into the pool, Anya's voice whispered gently in his mind, "Allow your worries to drift away, like the leaves upon the surface of the water. Feel your muscles relax, your mind quiet. Know that you are safe, you are loved, you are at peace." He focused on his body, noticing the gentle release of tension, allowing any lingering anxieties to float away with the gentle rhythm of the water. He breathed deeply, feeling the soothing energy of the garden wash over him, allowing himself to fully embrace this peaceful and reflective moment. And as he continued to gaze into the reflecting pool of dreams, he felt a sense of deep connection with the garden, with himself, and with the tranquil magic of the night. He knew in that moment that he was part of something larger, something beautiful, and something deeply, profoundly peaceful. Chapter 5. Embracing the Twilight. Callum, now filled with a profound sense of peace and clarity, felt a gentle nudge from Anya, a soft invitation to continue his journey through the garden. He rose from the moss, feeling light and refreshed, and followed her towards a more open area, where the soft twilight sky seemed to stretch out endlessly. The air was still and calm, carrying the sweet scents of countless blossoms and the gentle murmur of the garden's soft song. The moon petal path had now faded into a gentle grass, soft and cool beneath his feet. As they walked, Anya shared a final story, her voice echoing softly in his mind. "The twilight," she began, "is a sacred time, a bridge between the waking world and the realm of dreams. It is a time for reflection, for releasing the day's burdens, and for embracing the quiet magic of the night." She explained how the gentle, reflective energy of twilight could be a gateway into a deeper, more peaceful sleep, a time when the soul could soar and find solace. He realised that the twilight was just as magical as the dawn, a time to connect to the soft knowing of the heart. They reached an open space, a gentle slope covered in soft grasses, bathed in the silvery light of the twilight sky. The stars had begun to appear, twinkling like diamonds scattered across a velvet cloth. He could see the moon hanging full in the sky, its gentle light bathing the garden in a soothing glow. It was as if the whole world was holding its breath in a state of quiet wonder. Anya's light pulsed softly, and she settled onto the grasses. He joined her, feeling the cool, soft blades beneath his body. He lay back, gazing up at the star-studded sky, letting the vastness of the universe wash over him. He felt a deep sense of connection with all of creation, a part of the infinite and eternal dance of light and shadow. The gentle silence of the garden wrapped around him, holding him in a soft and comforting embrace. He focused on his breath, noticing the gentle rhythm of his inhales and exhales, each breath carrying with it a sense of peace and relaxation. He allowed his body to sink deeper into the soft grass, releasing any remaining tension, feeling as though he was merging with the earth beneath beneath him and the sky above. The worries that had troubled him seemed distant now, like echoes of a dream he had almost forgotten. The weight of the waking world seemed to have melted away, leaving him in a state of serene and blissful stillness. Feel your body become heavy, yet also light. Anya's voice whispered gently. Let go of all that no longer serves you. Embrace the gentle magic of the twilight and drift into the land of dreams. Her light grew softer, like a tiny twinkling star, as she encouraged him to let go and fully surrender to the peace of the moment. He focused on the feeling of being held and supported by the earth beneath him, as the soft air seemed to wrap around him like a gentle blanket. Callum allowed himself to drift deeper and deeper, his mind growing quieter and quieter, his body relaxing more and more. He felt as though he was floating on a cloud, carried by the gentle rhythm of the twilight and the soothing magic of the garden. The sounds of the garden softened into a gentle murmur, a lullaby of peace and tranquility. He felt the soft grass beneath him, the gentle breeze upon his skin, the soothing light around him, and knew that this was the soft energy of twilight. And as he drifted off into sleep, he took with him the knowledge and magic of the Luminescent Gardens of Nyx, the wisdom of the gentle spirits, and the secrets of peaceful dreams. He knew that he could always return to this place of tranquility, this sanctuary of the soul, whenever he needed rest, and that the gentle magic of the garden would always be with him, guiding him towards